TikTok wants you to believe that if you go to bed looking like a mummy, wrapped in tapes, patches, and masks, you'll wake up flawless. But the only thing you'll actually shed is your money. The morning shred trend isn't self-care, it's a scam. And today, I'm exposing it. These routines are expensive, extreme, and exhausting. And if you don't keep up, you start to feel lazy, broken, and not good enough. But it should never take a full night's sleep and half your bank account to feel beautiful. If you've ever felt that pressure, you're not alone. Millions of women are being sold the same lie. I'm Heather, I studied chemistry and I work in finance, which means I know how the science really works and how the beauty industry cashes in when we don't ask questions. And that's why I make these videos, to give you the clarity and confidence that the industry doesn't want you to have. And because I don't want you wasting another penny, I've put together a free guide called Smart Beauty Spending. It shows you how to spot the lies, when to splurge, and when to save. You can grab it in the description below. The morning shed looks dramatic on TikTok. People go to bed wrapped in sheet masks, silicone wrinkle patches, chin straps, even mouth tape. They call it the uglier you go to bed, the hotter you wake up. The promise is simple. You layer on enough products and gadgets and you'll wake up flawless. Overnight masks and patches claim to hydrate, plump, and erase fine lines while you sleep. Wrinkle tape and silicone pads promise to stop your skin from creasing, so you won't wake up with any more new wrinkles. Chin straps and jawline bands say they'll lift and sculpt your face overnight, and mouth tape is supposed to force you into perfect nasal breathing, so you don't snore, and I don't know, maybe even avoid wrinkles somehow. And of course, hair rollers and silk wraps mean you wake up with the perfect frizz-free curls. On TikTok, it looks like some sort of magical transformation, peeling it all off in the morning and revealing glowing, snatched, poreless skin. No effort required. But here's a real question. Do any of these promises actually hold up when you look at the science? So let's dive in and look at the science behind all of this. First, sheet masks and under eye patches. These are designed to give your skin a quick hit of hydration, usually for 10 or 20 minutes. But when you leave them on overnight, once the mask dries out, it can actually reverse the effect. Instead of adding moisture, it starts pulling water back out of your skin. Dermatologists call this transepidermal water loss. In plain English, you wake up drier than when you started. And here's the kicker. One sheet mask can cost around £5. If you're doing that nightly, that's 150 quid a month. Nearly £2,000 a year, just to wake up drier than when you started. And every one of those masks ends up in the bin. It's expensive, wasteful, and exploitative. Next, you've got the wrinkle patches and silicone pads. These work by sealing in hydration and slightly immobilizing the skin. They can plump things up temporarily, emphasis on temporarily. It's like ironing a shirt with steam. It looks smooth for a few hours, but the wrinkles always come back. Do you really think a £3 sticker can stop collagen loss? Exactly. These patches don't rebuild collagen or stop aging. They're more of a Snapchat filter than a treatment. Now, the infamous face tape and chin straps. Here's the deal. Wrinkles aren't just about skin folding. They're about dermal collagen loss, fat redistribution, and structural changes that tape just can't fix. If a piece of elastic could defy gravity, plastic surgeons will be out of business. At best, you might wake up with a dent in your cheek. At worst, you irritate your skin barrier and make things worse. And those jaw slimming bands, there's zero evidence that they actually sculpt your face, beyond a bit of short-term depuffing. Mouth tape is just dangerous. Yes, a couple of tiny medical studies suggest that it might reduce snoring for some people under supervision. But for the average TikTok user, there's no proof it helps, and plenty of risks that it makes your sleep worse. If you've got congestion or sleep apnea, taping your mouth shut can lower your oxygen overnight. And as for wrinkle prevention, that's just pure fantasy. If your glow-up plan involves suffocating in your sleep, maybe it's time to unsubscribe from TikTok. And finally, hair rollers and silk wraps. This is actually one part of this that makes sense. Reducing friction overnight does prevent frizz and breakage. So if you love a silk pillowcase or bonnet, keep that. But you don't need to layer 10 other gimmicks on top. So here's the bottom line. The masks don't hydrate better overnight. They can actually dehydrate you. These patches and tape don't erase wrinkles. They just give you short-term plump. The straps don't lift your face. They just leave you uncomfortable. And mouth tape is more hype than help. The only thing that Morning Shed consistently delivers is content that looks dramatic on TikTok. In real life, the results fade by lunchtime, and the beauty industry, they love it. Because the more anxious you are, even in your sleep, the more products they sell. So if the Morning Shed doesn't deliver, what actually does? You don't need to go to war with your face every night. Your skin already knows how to repair itself. It just needs the right conditions. Dermatologists are boring for a reason. The basics work. Cleanse at night to remove all the makeup, sunscreen and pollution that you've acquired throughout the day. Use a treatment with a proven active ingredient, like retinoids for aging or benzoyl peroxide for acne. These have decades of clinical evidence behind them. Moisturize your skin if it needs it to support your barrier overnight. And the unsexy one? Get real sleep. Deep rest is when your skin repairs itself. No tape required. That's it. No circus of straps, patches, or products that just cancel each other out. Just a few evidence-based steps that actually give your skin what it needs. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. When you know what's proven and what's just pure marketing, you save money, you save time, and you get results that last longer than a TikTok trend. So here's the choice. You can keep buying into the Morning Shed, piling products onto your skin that just end up dehydrating, taping your face into awkward shapes, and waking up believing that if you don't look flawless, that you've failed. Or you can step out of the cycle because your face isn't broken. The system is. This pressure isn't new. In the 1950s, women are told to sleep in rollers and cold cream. Today, it's silicone patches and chin straps. Different decade, same lie. When you understand this lie, everything changes. You realize you don't need a circus of gadgets every night. You just need the 2 or 3 things that actually work. And that's when you start waking up with healthier skin and the confidence that you're in control. Not TikTok, not the beauty industry. And because I don't want you wasting another penny on this crap, I've put together a free guide called the Smart Beauty Spending. You can get it for free in the link below. And if you're tired of beauty trends that make you feel broken, hit subscribe because I've got more videos coming up that will save you money, time, and sanity. Next, I'm pulling back the curtain on another viral lie that the industry does not want you to question. Because in the end, the only thing that the Morning Shed really sheds is your wallet.